Hey guys, this is Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. I am here to just do a quick little video about this week's empty. So if you're interested in seeing what I picked up, not what I picked up, Jesus. Look, I was also thinking about a haul. I got this Southbound haul. It's really like 2 months of Southbound stuff because one order was really small that I was debating in my head on if I was going to film after this. And my dog just sneezed. But what I meant to say was, I'm here to talk about this week's empties. I got a little bin full of some things. So if you're interested in finding out what I warmed and my thoughts about all the things that I warmed, then please stay tuned. Okay, so I am going to take out all the things, and I also have my daughter's clothes laid out for the week. Look, I'm gonna try to pull some stuff, child. Look, it has been a great weekend. I'm happy to say that I survived my daughter's first week of school. I knew I would, but y'all, it was an exhausting week, and I think that was just like emotionally, y'all. I was exhausted, like having to say see you later to her teachers at her pre-K school that she has literally been at since she was an infant. It was very much bittersweet, but she will be going back there like for a couple of days, like during the holidays, and they also have a summer camp program there that she'll be going to. So it's really just see you later, but that was rough. Her first day, let's see, I did not cry dropping her off. I cried the night before and I cried the morning of, but when I dropped her off, I was good, and then I shed no more tears. So I guess I got it all out. She is doing great. She is doing great at school. She loves her teacher. She's getting to know her classmates and like working on finding her people and learning all the things. We got our first little smidge of homework that we've been doing. And so overall, she's adjusting really well. She's doing great in her after school care program. One of her best friends is in the after school care program with her. And a couple of her friends from her former school are there. So she is really transitioning really well. It was me way more than it was her. But I just had to say thank you for all of the comments, y'all, because y'all left like a lot of comments because some of y'all have been there. Some of y'all are there now, and so it was just nice to hear all of the thoughts and comments from everyone. But I just wanted to let you know that we made it, and it has been going really, really well. And so I am happy about that. And here I am trying to see, okay, I'm organizing all my little things. So with that being said, we're on to like the first full week of school. So yay us, I'm excited now that I've gotten all that out of the way. But anyway, we're here to talk about some wax. These are the things that I have warmed in the office over the last 2 weeks or so. I normally just kind of bring home what I warm over 2 weeks because sometimes I warm something more than once before I get through it. So first thing is, this was from Miss Terry, and this is from L3. And this is strawberry pound cake type pretzel, caramel, and sugar cookie. This one was okay. It was like really like sweet, almost to the point where it felt like it maybe had a little bit of maple in it. I think that was just between the caramel and the sugar cookie and the SPC. I mean, the pretzel was there, but I feel like it needed some zucchini bread or something. Y'all know me with L3. I feel like throw zucchini bread in anything and it makes it better. So this one was not a super long or strong performer for me. So it was cool to experience, but I wouldn't pick up any more of that. Then we have Traverse City Wax Co.'s Lemon Pound Cake. This is also from Miss Terry. This one was nice, although this one smelled more to me like lemon and sugar cookie and a little bit of like PPW. It was nice though. I normally don't get like great performance from Traverse City Wax outside of like in my office, so I wouldn't pick it up, but this one was a nice lemon pound cake. Thank you, Miss Terry, for both of those. Okay, I got 2 samples from Ebony and Ivory Wax Co. The first one is apple butter frosting. This is the one I remember when I smelled it. I was like, this is spicy. The spice calms down somewhat warm though. I mean, it's still spicy, but it wasn't too much for me. I would say if you're not one who likes super spicy scents, this one may not be for you. But overall, I enjoyed it. I do have a clamshell of this already, so I don't have to say I wouldn't pick up a larger size because I did for fall. And then I also warmed caramel American pie, which I think it's like apple pie with the caramel sauce on it. I believe that's it. And this one was really good. Like out of the two, I loved caramel American pie more. I also have a clam of this that I'm going to warm during the fall, but this was really nice. Okay, next, I finished up this tile from Dessa's in Coconut Crunch Cronuts. And this is deep fried cronut, which is a flaky croissant fried like a donut, toasted coconut, and rich buttercream. This was delicious and decadent and divine. And whenever, there's really no scent left in the bag. Whenever I'm hoping that I can get this one and a couple of other scents added to Dessa's pre-order in October. I have not participated in her last 2 pre-orders, but the next one I do plan to participate in. And I'm hoping that I can get Coconut Crunch Cronuts on it because I would love to pick this up in a tub. This was delicious. Lastly, I warmed from the Noah's Farm Scents Beach Night Sampler or Beach Evening Sampler, Tide and Treats, which is Beach Evenings, which is Travis's version of Beach Nights, plus SPC or Strawberry Pound Cake. This is quite lovely. Now I will say that I feel like with the Strawberry Pound Cake, the Beach Evenings was not quite as strong as it normally is, but this is still a beautiful combination. And if I am not mistaken, I picked up a brittle of this when he had it in a pre-order. So that is everything that I warmed, excuse me, allergies, at the office. Next, oh y'all. Okay, I forgot I had to order this in a certain way. Guess what I did this week, y'all? Apparently this was the week of all things new, and that's probably why my mind and body were all discombobulated, and by Friday I was so exhausted and just crashed. But whenever I watch Natalie from Jersey Shore Living's videos and Terry from Terry's Smell Goods, they always talk about Patricia Gates' melting challenge. And I always say, oh, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. Well, I was watching Susan Fitzpatrick's Empties video last week, and she mentioned that she decided to follow along this week. And I said, you know what? This is the week that I'm finally going to follow along with any part of this melting challenge. And so I went and got snapshots, and I just did it Monday through Friday. And I didn't pull anything extra. I literally went through my melting basket of what I already had, and I found things to match each day's prompt. And I actually had fun to the point where I'm doing it again this week. And I might be turning into a melting challenge girl. Now, with that being said, I am not going to pull my wax from my drawers based on the melting challenge, but I think what I will do is do what I did this month, pull everything that my heart desires, and then just use the melting prompts to kind of pick what I'm going to warm for the day. It was fun. I had a good time. So with that being said, the first day of the challenge for me was the the 11th. So the 11th was warm a childhood favorite or a child's favorite scent. And so I picked, where is it? Second and Spruce. This one was from Miss Terry. You Ate My Sandwich, which was brown bag lunch, raspberry jam, peanut butter, fresh baked bread, and pretzel, because peanut butter and jelly sandwiches most kids love. Fun fact, I was not one of the kids who love peanut butter and jelly. I don't think they go together. Anyway, story for another day. But I warmed this, and I've had this before, and I love it. I'm normally not like a big peanut butter and wax type person, but this was quite lovely. It performed really well. This was one of her, what did she call those things? Wax cakes or whatever, like the little squares. This was really good, performed really well. Yes, I would pick it up again. So yeah, that's what I warmed on the 11th. On the 12th, it said melt something clean. And so I warmed... What did I warm, y'all? What did I warm on this? Look, was it this? I might have to start putting dates on this. I think it was this. Yes, it was this. Okay, so on the 12th, I warmed, it said to melt something clean. And so I warmed the Pharmacist's Daughter's Warm Sand. And this was Salty Sea Air, Green Apple, and Cashmere. I think that was the scent I went with. Yes, and this smelled clean to me because of the salty sea air and the apple. It was like a very fresh scent. I like this. I got a lot of the cashmere. I'm not sure how I feel about the Pharmacist's Daughter's cashmere. It's very perfumey and less like creamy to me. And I got a lot of the green apple and some of the salty sea air. So it smelled like this fresh, kind of perfumey with hints of apple type scent. It did pretty well in my open concept. I'm just not sure if this is one I loved enough to pick up again. So I think next week I'm gonna write down the date, y'all, so I won't be this combobulated and confused about it. The 13th was leftover. Use up any neglected but partially used wax. Now y'all know I don't really have partially used wax because I don't really put back partially used wax in my drawers. I just don't. When I start something, I tend to finish it. So with that, what I picked was this scent that I got from Miss Candace that I got in friend mail. And this is Wild Berry Mousse Zucchini from Candle from the Keeping Room. And I picked this because while it's not neglected, I do know that it's older because Candle from the Keeping Room has been closed for at least a year. So I figured, well, let's go ahead and warm this and enjoy it. I know Candle from the Of course, my husband's watch decides to beep. It should stop soon, so we're going to ignore that. There we go. Okay, so Candle from the Keeping Room's wax has pretty great longevity. Like, I've worn scents from them before since they've been closed, and they throw like a beast. So I wasn't really worried about that, but I was like, well, it fits the prompt, so let's do it. Y'all, it's just something about wild berry mousse and zucchini bread that just does it for me. Now, I would imagine that this combination is probably not everybody's forte because, you know, zucchini bread can be a little, I don't know if sharp is the word, but it's not like your traditional sugar cookie, vanilla pound cake, sweet cakey, sweet bakery dough type scent. Like, it's definitely a little different. And then wild berry mousse is definitely like a standout scent that is strong and a little, to me, like on the kind of tangy tart side, but it is beautiful. Love this combination. I warmed it in my bedrooms through like a beast, and I think it lasted for like, no, I warmed it my open concept in my bedroom. It was great. It was great. So that's what I did on that day. Let's see. The 14th, melt a wax with a really short name. I feel like there's something missing from my basket. Melt a wax with a really short name. Y'all don't know what I warmed on that day. I don't know. Look, I'm all confused. I am confused. Or did I not warm anything that day? No. Well, y'all, look. I don't remember what I warmed that day. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 of the days. Well, y'all, I don't remember what I warmed on that day. So I'm going to number it next time. Okay, then the 15th. I know this one. I know what I warmed. And that was pop in a fall scent if you're impatient, or one from summer that starts with F. And so I warmed flip-flops from Second and Spruce, and I just finished it on Saturday, and so I threw it in this week's Empties. And this is Beachy Coconut Strawberry Pound Cake, Bum Bum Cream, and Cashmere Cream. Now, this scent was light. In my open concept, it struggled. In my bedroom, it did better. It was still a softer scent, but it did last a long time. However, because I am used to Erica's scents that like punch me in the face, this is not one that like I would pick up again. But if you like those types of scent notes, I think it would make a nice, pretty bedroom scent. But it was a little too soft for me. And I still can't figure out what I warmed with a short name, y'all. Oh well, whatever it was. Okay. And so that was all I did for the melting challenge. I'm going to do better this week and like actually label it with the days so I won't be so confused. So I still got a couple other things that I warmed. From Ebony and Ivory Wax Co. Powdered Sugar Pretzels. This is powdered donuts, birthday cake, and salty pretzel. First time I warmed this, I put 2 cubes in my crock and 1 cube in my warmer, and it was light. The second time, I just put all 3 cubes in my crock, and it did a little better. Still not like the strongest bakery scent, so while I like this one, this is not one I would pick up again, unlike caramel apple pie and apple butter frosting, which threw really well. Then I warmed in my bedroom Fluff Puffs at the beach, and this is Beach Nights BBW type monster cookie and marshmallow smoothie. I got this from Ms. Mila in friend mail. This is really pretty on cold, but I I did not get great performance from it, and I think I kind of struggle with Rose Girl / Macaron Wax Melts Beach Nights blends for whatever reason. Beautiful on cold, and it was pretty. It was a little too light for me. Y'all know I want something to just knock me in the face. Okay, next I warmed. Again, this is in free mail from It's Mila from Rainbow Melts Tropical Cocktail Mango, Papaya, and Fizzy Pop. This was like a super, to me, like clean orange citrusy scent. I warmed this in my daughter's bedroom on 2 different days. Y'all, I got like 3 days out of this each time. And this was like a little shape, like maybe a rainbow or something. I cut it in half. I just popped half of it in the crock in her room. And it went for days. Like I got at least 3 days out of it. So like I warmed this in her room the whole week. It was fabulous. Okay, from Traverse City Wax Co. This is, I got this in free mail from Miss Terry. This is Vanilla Snowflakes. This is Spearmint, Coconut Cream, Creamy Vanilla, and Teak Wood. I warm this in my bathrooms because I am a bit leery about spearmint. I normally do not like it in wax. However, I rather enjoyed this. It almost smelled like Bath & Body Works peppermint sugar cookie to me. I don't know, that's what it was supposed to smell like, but I enjoyed it and it performed decently. I don't know if it's something that I would pick up more of, but I did not hate it the way I thought that I would. So, okay, and then lastly, we got 2 from I Heart Wax. Y'all know I got to make room because Audrey just had a pre-order and I got all the things, and then I'll be called up for custom sooner than later, and I'm getting all the things, so I got to make room. So the first thing that I warmed is Strawberry Spiked Lemonade, and this is Strawberry Mango Sorbet and Lemonade. This one was nice. I warmed it in my bedrooms. Let me tell y'all something. I am convinced that my nose is broken when it comes to lemonade scents. On cold, I smell them so strongly. And then on warm, they're always super light to my nose. And this is not just the I Heart. This has been from several vendors. And they're not like strong performers for me. So that was the same thing with this one. I liked it, but I think in the future, I'm just going to avoid lemonade scents. Lemon scents I can do, but lemonade, I cannot smell that note. I don't know what's going on with my nose in that. Now this one, Georgia Girl. This was Candace's blend. Fresh peach, fresh cut grass, and cotton candy frosting. This is a beautiful medium. It lasted like 24 hours in open concept. And in my bedroom crocs, I think it lasted like 2-3 days. I mean, you can't beat that with a stick when something lasts that long. It was really good. So I think that was it. Let's talk about, let's look at this and see what my favorites were. I still can't believe I can't remember what that scent was that I won with the really short name. Child, I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I came straight from church to do this because I said if I sit down on the sofa and take a nap before I film this video, it won't happen. Oh, and I know I was supposed to have 3 videos up last week, y'all. I said I was, and child, it did not happen. 2 videos was the best I could do last week. So the chop and chat will be up by the time y'all see this video. Okay, favorites from the week. Georgia Girl from I Heart Wax. Tropical Cocktail from Rainbow Melts. You Ate My Sandwich from Second and Spruce. Tides and Treats from Knowles. That Caramel American Pie and Apple Butter Frosting from Ebony and Ivory Wax Co. And Coconut Crunch Cronuts from Dessa's. I mean, overall, I feel like I had a pretty good melting week. I enjoyed the majority of my scents. I got pretty good performance from a lot of them. So, yeah. Now, I would love to know, what's our question of the week going to be? I don't know. I would love to know, for those of you, because I did see several of you, the kiddos are back in school. How did everyone's first week back go? Not only for the kiddos, but for the parents as well. And then I am going to ask, are you all ready to start melting fall wax yet? I think we got like 1 more week of August, and so I'm going to enjoy my summer scents probably through Labor Day. And I will still keep some summery scents, but I am going to start incorporating more fall scents for my fall melting basket. And so I'm excited to see what the melting prompts are for Patricia Gates' melting challenge for the month of September. Also, have any of you all participated in the melting challenge? Because it was kind of fun, even though as y'all can see, I couldn't remember half of what I picked for what day. So I'm going to go label. I have my stuff pulled for this week already. I'm going to label my stuff. I bet you I won't be struggling next week. I bet you I won't. So anyway, I hope that you all had a great weekend and a great week of melting. Melt all the things because it brings you joy. And, oh, y'all, also, before I let y'all go, Swanky just dropped their list. Swanky is officially back. Are y'all participating in the pre-order? I am, because she is definitely pouring as long as she can get the oils. Fingers crossed she can. 2 scents that I requested, Peach Blush, which is Southern Belle and Peach. And I think it was Shijo who said that Swanky has the best peach. I'm getting that. Then she has a Sweet Lavender Southern Belle scent that I requested. And I believe it was April Lee, the Wax Queen, who said that Swanky has one of the best lavenders. Getting that because I love Southern Belle on its own. So with Peach and Sweet Lavender, yeah. And I'm going to pick up a couple other things too. I'm not going to do too much, but I'm going to pick up a couple of other things as well. So are y'all participating? Let me know down in the comments below. Anyway, let me go. I'm tired of talking. I will see you guys in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And if you like videos like this and you are not subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love for you to decide to do so. With that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.